This is a petition for the immediate return of former President Rodrigo Duterte to the Philippines and the rejection of ICC jurisdiction. This is a message to the government of the Republic of the Philippines, the Supreme Court of the Philippines, the Department of Foreign Affairs, the International Criminal Court, the United Nations Human Rights Council, and the people of the world. We, the Filipino people, speaking as one united voice, hereby petition for the immediate return of our former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte to the Philippines and for the full rejection of the International Criminal Court's jurisdiction over him. Our nation's sovereignty is at stake. The arrest and detention of former President Duterte by the ICC is an affront to the sovereignty of the Philippines. Our country is an independent and democratic nation with its own legal system, courts, and mechanisms for justice. The ICC's actions undermine our ability to govern ourselves and set a dangerous precedent for foreign interference in our national affairs. We recall that the Philippines withdrew from the ICC in 2019, legally severing ties with the court. The continued pursuit of our former president, despite this withdrawal, is a violation of international legal principles and an insult to our nation's autonomy. There is no valid jurisdiction. This is a political attack and not justice. The ICC claims jurisdiction over events that took place while the Philippines was still a member. However, our national courts are fully capable of addressing any legal concerns regarding former President Duterte. The ICC has no authority over a sovereign state that has lawfully exited its jurisdiction. The ICC's focus on the Philippines is selective and politically motivated, targeting a leader who courageously fought against the narco state threat that endangered millions of innocent Filipinos. The will of the Filipino people must prevail. Rodrigo Duterte was elected by the Filipino people and served with an overwhelming mandate. His leadership significantly improved the national security, reduced crime, and put the interests of the Filipino people first. If there are any allegations against him, let him be tried in the Philippines by Filipinos under our own laws. We, as a nation, will not stand idly by while a foreign court attempts to judge one of our own without the will of the Filipino people. This is our demand. Bring President Duterte home. We call upon the Philippine government to immediately initiate diplomatic efforts to secure the release and repatriation of Rodrigo Duterte. The Department of Foreign Affairs to lodge a formal protest against the ICC for overstepping its jurisdiction. The Supreme Court of the Philippines to issue a ruling reaffirming that Philippine sovereignty prevails over foreign tribunals. The United Nations and the international community to recognize the Philippines' right to govern its own affairs without external interference. Mga kababayan ko, sign this petition to defend our country's sovereignty. Every signature represents a Filipino who stands for our nation's independence, justice, and dignity. Let us show the world that we will not allow foreign powers to dictate our fate. Mahal namin ang Pilipinas, mahal namin ang aming kalayaan, ibalik nyo si President Duterte sa aming bansa.